Hey, what's up, Pond? Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Today I'm going to go over a quick example of exactly what Pond can do on the foundation 1 of our process. Hopefully you guys clicked on the intro video. If you didn't, feel free to go click on the explanation video where we basically explained everything that Pond does. This is just going to be a quick example. Hopefully it'll explain stuff a little better in different terms. Anyways, let's get started. Pond! Can't see, hopefully you can see it. I'm sorry if you can't. So basically what Pond is gonna do is, let's say for this example, we're gonna use an animator. So let's say an animator comes and he comes to talk to Pond. So animator, Mator. Oh, if I misspell anything, my bad. I suck at spelling, okay? Get over it. I don't know why I circle everything, but I don't know. So Pond, animator, comes to Pond and comes to talk to us and he says like, oh, I got this vision, and he tells us a story, he tells us how we can help, and then we start to basically puzzle the pieces together for him through our business. So say he comes to us, we have our business set, he knows what he's doing, we know how to help him now, and the first thing he needs is just someone to help him create the animation directly. So the first thing I'm gonna say is another animator. So this animator right here that first talked to us, the very first one, is gonna be the head of the project basically. So he's gonna be the top animator on this project. It's his project at the end of everything after we produced it all. He's the one who's gonna keep the brand name or the animation name, whatever it's called. And then the second animator is another animator. He's just a creator. And basically he just wanted a job and we told him about the story. He liked it. So he hops on and he has another animator to help him. So another example of this would be like an editor. So instead of an editor who wants to, well, an editor is not the best example, but an editor who's gonna help him as well as the animator. So instead of this animator wanting to give his own story, maybe he just finished his and now he's like kind of trying to take a break and he just wants to help the other animator. So he gets a portion of the profits that this animator is gonna make, and then he also gets this experience with working on other animators and that kind of thing. So really we're just going for like whatever they need is what we're gonna fill. So Pond is basically just filling in. So like I'm just gonna give a couple more examples. Like maybe he hasn't fleshed out his story completely, so Pond hooks him up with like a writer. Wow, that's terrible. That's not even how you spell it. Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, anyways, so Pond will connect him with a writer and then we'll connect these two. And again, we're just adding people to this project. And at the end of the day, this project is gonna be this head middle animator, the one we first talked to, is gonna be his story. So maybe another one is like a music producer. Music producer. So we connect him, Pond connects him and then creates it around this head animator. I just want to really emphasize that this guy is basically in charge of the project. Pond doesn't have a great deal to do with it. We're gonna help him and give advice if that's what he wants. And then at the end of the day, if it doesn't agree with like the Pond standards, say like, you know, something terrible, like, I mean like he does something racist in it or something like that. And obviously Pond doesn't want anything to do with this. So we're not gonna completely shut down the project. We don't want that authority. What we're gonna do is take every stake that we put into it out. So if we are providing money or anything like that, we basically take our name out of it. We're like, that's not with Pond anymore. You go do you, but we feel it's too risky for our brand. We're not in charge of like this animator, writer, music producer, all these people that we've already added and connected. They've already connected, so we're not gonna be like, oh, shut everything down, this is not okay, everyone, you can't work with us again. If you work with them, it's gonna be like, well, maybe that, I don't know, it depends on how bad that one is really. But anyways, but basically it's like, their project is gonna continue on without us if we are in disagreement and things aren't working out, and we'll still get the profit of it. So like if we put money into it, they just have to pay us back. If we put a bunch of time and we put a bunch of employees into it, then just pay us back and we'll break even. Instead of us gaining a big profit, we'll just break even and we'll go our separate ways. So another thing that while this is going on, while you're actually producing it, we also want to give you guys the greatest advantage like afterwards, so, or during, I mean, so like let's say, I really hope you guys can see this. If not, I'll post a picture on it if it does mess up. But anyways, so this says social media. So like, we'll get someone who knows how to run social media, is really good at it, good at making those connections, and we'll hook them up with this writer as well. So like, say if this is a whole project, we'll hook them up with the whole project. That way they can start creating their page, the writer can start getting publicity out there, the writer can start getting fans before it's even produced, while they're producing it, while they're doing this work. We want to make sure that they're going to have the best launch possible. So obviously, besides us having our website and us already having publicity, we're just going to add on top of that so they can start creating their own. And then once they're done, maybe they directly want to keep paying the social media head, or maybe the social media head's done his job and the animator is like, thank you for the help, I see what you mean, maybe I'll get in contact with you later, but I'm ready to do my own thing on season 2 if season 1 is like produced already. Another good example is like just anyone like with marketing skills, so like a marketer. Maybe we have someone who has like really good connections in the field already and can link people up who are gonna like promote it better and give them better advice. Or someone, it could be like an animator who's already done this and they just want advice and tips. Hopefully Pond will be able to like produce that kind of thing as well and give everyone a great example. The last thing I wanna say is like, on the After Effects, I didn't leave myself enough room at all. On the After Effects, let's say like someone, after they're completed, we'll have a merch designer. This can be anything from like someone who custom makes t-shirts, and that would be a creator, someone who like makes toys and action figures and statues or something like that, and that will be like a totally another creator who we can also bring on and help them with their own social media, but also to add to the portfolio and that kind of thing. They will be able to have their whole separate agenda while they're helping this main animator, and then the animator will get product that we know is made in store. So Pond, we're really trying to push the creator, obviously. So we don't want to go into like factories and be like pushing out all these cheap toys and like selling our brand, selling the names off to like, you know, you go into Walmart and you see Star Wars stuff everywhere, and some of it's actually kind of cool and some of it's like, well, that's lame. That's what we don't want. We want it to be like by the creator. This isn't saying that we're not pushing like big name brands who are going to do quality work. We just want to make sure that the animator is going to prove everything. So we're not taking their name and like discarding it out in the world and trying to get as much as we can out of it. Instead, we're trying to get this animator the best opportunity he can, while us making a profit, paying our employees, that kind of thing as well. But that's basically my outline. Like I said, hopefully you guys can see it really well. If you can't, I will be posting it more. The last one's merch down there. I will be posting it more in detail view and hopefully a better view in like Instagram and other places as well. So I'll just leave you guys with that. Pond Consortium at gmail.com, on Instagram, on Facebook. We're basically on a lot of stuff. Pond website is just gonna be up soon, and then just Pond on Facebook is another web page that we designed. So if you guys have any questions, please feel free to hit us up. Obviously, comments on whatever you're looking at right now, I'll answer personally. So really, we're reachable, and I hope you guys are excited about this. We'll be coming out with more videos later, so like, if you want to continue, if we've already made them, there's going to be a bunch of stuff that we're working on. Besides the examples, we're going to work on like how we're going to start, exactly what we're going to do once we get get rolling, and then inviting people in, and then like going and branching off, so like into Twitch and those kind of things. But that's all for a later date. I know I went too far into that already, but I appreciate you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. I'm really excited about this project, and I hope you are too. Peace out, have a great day.